Hi, I'm Ben Canning, and I'm going to be walking you through how to use Google Spreadsheets or Google Sheets, especially in particular with reference to how to kind of process data for IA's internal assessments and general for lab reports. Google Sheets is constantly updating, so please keep in mind that this was recorded in September of 2014, so it may have changed a little bit by the time you watch this. Okay, so first we're going to start off with just a basic introduction to what is Google Sheets in case you've never used a spreadsheet program. So Google Sheets is very similar to Excel, as well as any other spreadsheet program. And basically, it's a big calculator. That's what it is. It does bunches of different calculations. It can also do a variety of different formulas and more complex functions. But on its most basic level, it calculates and it will graph for you. And those are kind of the two primary uses we'll be using it for in IB physics in this case. So let's start to orient ourselves with this. First, we have the Google Toolbar up here with a variety of different ways to customize our data or entrances into cells. Then we have the actual cells themselves, which are down in this area right here. Notice that each cell is labeled with a column for the letter. That's what the column is labeled with. And then for the rows, it's using a number. Google starts off by giving you currently about 1,000 rows, and I think the cells go out to, or sorry, the columns go out to about Z or so. Usually more than you'll need unless you're running really large spreadsheets for one reason or another. You can edit text and things like that up here, like I said before, and then you can navigate between different sheets. So meaning you can have one spreadsheet and then you can have another spreadsheet, and you can change that down here at the bottom, and that's what those tabs are for. Extra options will be available underneath the down arrow for renaming, changing the color, protecting, and other things that we will get into some of those, but not all of those. Last but not least, if you'd like to add a sheet, you can simply hit this plus button over here, or there's also a variety where you can copy to or duplicate if you want to just make copies. So that's the basic overview. The last thing for you to note is that up here is a formula bar, which will actually read out whatever the contents of the cell are. Because notice that the box right here, in this little gray box, is a cell. This would be another cell. Notice that those boxes are rather small, so sometimes you have longer things in there and you want to see everything that's there. That's what this formula bar up here is for. To enter contents into a cell, you have to double click and then the cursor item will pop up. If you single click a cell, instead of entering, what it will do is select that cell for whatever purposes you're using it for. So we're going to go ahead and start off with some basic practices in this, but that will be in the next video. So go ahead and scroll forward or skip forward to watch that, and we'll walk you through how to deal with certain items in here.